choose a melody, or maybe a familiar tune. You sing a song and I'll sing with you, then I'll sing a song so you'll know it too. We could sing it high or low, and dance around the room. Maybe sing a counting song, or find a friend to join us too. You sing a song and I'll sing with you, then I'll sing a song so you'll know it too. You sing a song and I'll sing with you, then I'll sing a song so you'll know it too. I saw the sun peek through this morning from the window in my room. Welcome to the sun. I'll wake up fresh with a smile on my face, for the day has begun. Welcome to the sun. Welcome, welcome, this is a welcome song. Welcome, welcome, I hope you'll sing along. Welcome, welcome to the sky up above. Welcome to you. I'll stretch up high and then down to the ground. Now I'm ready for the day. I'll feed my body for energy and strength, so I can go and play. Welcome, welcome, this is our welcome song. Welcome, welcome, I hope you'll sing along. Welcome, welcome to the sky up above. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. Good morning. It is Saturday. The sun is out. The sky is blue, but it's really cold. So I have to be honest with you. I turned the heat on. So we're going to be warming up for sure being together during this story time. But it is a chilly start, but it is a beautiful sunny day here. And I am so glad that it is Saturday. So good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's story time on Saturday. Is anybody here new? Now, I heard that Addison, who is a faithful Storytime friend, has invited her friends to Storytime. So I want to say hi to Addison's friends. So that is really wonderful. And I heard that Lucy and Bubba and their new baby made it all the way out to Arizona. So if you can tune in at some point, we're glad to have you with us too. And our other friends, let us know. So here we go. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's story time on Saturday. Is anybody here new? If this is your first time with us, give us a 5-finger wiggle. If you've been here forever and ever, or maybe you've come back, it feels so good to stretch. All right, second verse. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's story time on Saturday. Let's read a book or two. And right now, for the next couple weeks, we are celebrating and reading about our amazing bodies. And so today, it's all about our ears. So we'll sing that again. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's story time on Saturday. Let's read a book or two about our amazing ears. All right. This is going to feel good because I'm still chilly. Get those legs warmed up. Last verse. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Before we get started, let's hop like a kangaroo. Hop, 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 hop. Got my slippers on, so they're making a tapping noise. All right, let's sing that again. I think you really should stand up, though, and hop. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Before we get started, let's hop like a kangaroo. Hop, 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 hop. Wonderful. All right. So we are exploring, celebrating, and reading about our bodies. So this book is called My Body, Your Body. And I'm just using it as a little introduction for our body part this Saturday. Last Saturday we did our eyeballs. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And today we're doing our ears. And it says, listen. Your world is full of noise. Your ears hear thousands of different sounds every day. Down there it says, your ear flaps help collect sounds and protects your ear hole. So I never kind of thought of that this is actually helping to collect the sounds before they go into our ears. That's pretty cool. Well, we know that elephants have big ears, but listen to this. African elephants have ear flaps as big as bed sheets. Queen bed, king bed, I bet a big bed. Hang on, there we go. They flap them to keep cool and spread them wide when they're angry. Wouldn't that be cool if you could spread your ear flaps when you're angry? Bats, they use their big ears to listen for flying insects. And this one, I had no idea. Look at this. Crickets have their ears in their knees. Who knew that? I bet somebody out there listening. I had no idea. Look at that. Crickets have their ears in their knees. Wow. So, we're going to start with the ear book. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Ears. Our ears, they hear a clock. In fact, I have a clock. I'll show you my clock. I have a clock right here, and I keep track, or I try to, of how long we're going for story time. I don't know if you can you hear it ticking? I don't know. I hear it ticking. It's kind of nice. Our ears hear water. Drip, drop, drop, drip. And if you've ever had a leaking faucet, you know what that sounds like. Our ears hear popcorn. Pop, pop, pop. And I bet if you close your eyes, not only can you imagine hearing popcorn, but I bet you can smell it too. Ears, 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 ears. It's good. It's good to hear with ears. Toot, 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 toot. We hear a flute. We hear a ding, we hear a dong, we hear a ping, we hear a pong. We hear my sister sing a song. We also hear my father snore. We hear my sister slam the door. Boom, 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 dum, dum, dum. It's good to hear a drummer drum. And sister blowing bubble gum. We hear hands clap and fingers snap. We hear feet tap, tap, to tap, tap, tap. We hear a plane, we hear a train. It's good. It's good to hear the rain. Ears, ears, ears. We like our ears to hear. It's very good to hear with ears. The earbook. Wonderful. Well, I have a song that I hope that you can hear. It has a lot of different animal noises. So I'm going to get that ready to play. I am going to say that there's one animal sound that I don't think sounds like the animal. And I'm going to see what you think. Okay? So let me see if I can get this ready. All right. Let's see if I can do it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Can you hear it?
A duck. An elephant.
Hey, a rooster.
I hear a cat.
I think that sounds like a dog.
That's a pig.
It's a pig.
Dog. Listen, listen. What do you hear?
That's definitely a dog.
I hear a dog, 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 dog. I hear a dog. Listen, listen. What do you hear? I hear a cat.
Sammy, that does not sound like a cat.
I hear a cat.
I think a cat goes meow. That's okay. Still a good song.
Listen, listen. What do you hear?
Definitely.
I hear a duck, 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 duck. I hear a duck. A duck? There's a dog. There's a cat. A dog again.
Yep.
There's a duck. Listen, listen. What do you hear? I hear a rooster, 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 rooster. I hear a rooster. Listen, listen. What do you hear? I hear a pig, 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 pig. I hear a pig.
I heard a pig.
Listen, listen. What do you hear? I hear an elephant, 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 elephant. I hear an elephant. An elephant? Pig.
Pig.
Hey, a rooster. A cat.
A cat.
I hear a duck.
That's a dog.
Ooh, there's a dog.
That's a dog.
Hey, a cat.
I think they got that one confused, but that's okay. Maybe you have a cat that whines like that. You might. You might have a cat like that. Animals do make lots of different noises. All right. Well, close your eyes for 1 second. What do you think? Do you know what these are? I can hardly hear myself. Do I look silly? I look silly. No, I do. Actually, these are amazing. Do you know what these are? These are actually, when I put them on, I can hardly hear myself talk. But do you know when I wear these? I wear these when I'm outside with my leaf blower, which I have to tell you is going to be very soon. But what these do is these actually protect my ears from harmful noises. Because sometimes we need to put things on so that we can't hear things, which is good because sometimes we need to block out noises. Sometimes, and you might know people who it's like they have these on, but they don't. They're just not listening. So this next book is about a little rabbit who isn't very good at listening. This is called Listen, Buddy. And I love the pictures. Buddy's father had a beautiful big nose, and he was a great sniffer. And Buddy's mother, she had beautiful big teeth, and she was a great chomper. And Buddy had big, beautiful ears, but it didn't matter. When Buddy's parents sent him to the vegetable stand to get a basket of squash, he came home with a basket of wash. And when they asked him to buy 15 tomatoes, he came home with 50 potatoes. Buddy's father said, "Listen, Buddy, will you please bring me a pen?" "Who?" asked Buddy. "You," said his father. "Will you please bring me a pen?" "A what?" asked Buddy. Look what Buddy's doing. Buddy's reading. "A pen," said his father. "Will you please bring me a pen?" "Sure," said Buddy. And Buddy's father said, "Oh, listen, Buddy." What did Buddy bring them? Not a pen, but a hen. Buddy's mother said, "Listen, Buddy, will you please bring me a slice of bread?" "Who?" asked Buddy. "You," said his mother. "Will you please bring me a slice of bread?" "A what of what?" asked Buddy. Do you see what Buddy's doing here? He's watching TV. A slice of bread," said his mother. "Will you please bring me a slice of bread?" "Sure," said Buddy. And Buddy's mother said, "Oh, listen, Buddy." Do you see what that is? It's a slice of bed. Somehow Buddy's mind was always wandering too far away from those beautiful ears. His parents tried yelling, "Listen, Buddy." And they tried whispering, "Listen, Buddy." But nothing worked. One day, Buddy got permission to go for a long hop. He had never been allowed to go beyond the vegetable stand. "Listen, Buddy," his parents warned him. "Just remember, at the end of the road, there are 2 paths. The path to the left will lead you around the pond and back home. But the path to the right will lead you to the cave of the scruffy varmint. And that scruffy varmint has a nasty temper, so be sure to take the path to the left. Right, asked Buddy. Left, said his parents. Right, said Buddy. And with a salute of his paw, he hopped away. Now, I think some of you know what's going to happen. I think you have a feeling. Feeling very grown up, Buddy hopped along past the vegetable stand on the end of the road. Now, let's see, he pondered. Was I supposed to go left or right? Or right or left? And he thought as hard as he could. And the last thing I said was right. So that must be right. And right he went. 25 hops later, Buddy discovered that right was wrong. There in front of his cave was the scruffy varmint. I just have to hold up a picture of the scruffy varmint. Scruffy varmint was doing scruffy things that varmints do, like snarling and messing his hair and rubbing dirt on his knees and scratching a whole lot of itches. And at his feet was a large soup pot. "What are you doing with that soup pot?" asked Buddy. "What does one usually do with a soup pot? Bake pie?" replied the scruffy varmint, not too kindly. "I'm gonna make some soup." "Some what?" asked Buddy. "Soup," snarled the scruffy varmint. Buddy had forgotten his parents' warning about the scruffy varmint, and he asked eagerly, "May I help?" And the scruffy varmint was not fond of having company, but with help, he'd soon have his soup sooner. So he said, "All right, Bunny Rabbit, come help me gather firewood." "Who? What?" asked Buddy. "You, firewood." Buddy eagerly hopped ahead of the scruffy varmint, and very gently he gathered a large, prickly bundle, which he held out proudly. Roughly, the varmint grabbed the bundle. "I said firewood, not briarwood," he yelped, plucking the sharp thorns from his paws. Later, when the pot was filled with water, the scruffy varmint lay against a rock, licking his paws and barking orders. "Hustle, Bunny Rabbit. Get the flour." "Yes, sir," said Buddy. Do you see what kind of flour he got? 5 pinches of salt. "Yes, sir," said Buddy. He thought he said 5 inches. 15 tomatoes. "Yes, sir," said Buddy. I got a whole bunch of potatoes. "A big load of squash." "Yes, sir," said Buddy. The scruffy varmint rose and gave the soup a stir. He took a taste, and it tasted a little, maybe it needed some pepper. "Bunny Rabbit, get the pepper from the left side of the kitchen sink," the varmint growled. "Who get the what from the where side of the where what?" asked Buddy. The scruffy varmint repeated, "Who get the what from the where side of the where what? Oh, never mind." And he stalked into the kitchen and got the pepper himself, and he sprinkled it on the soup. There, he snarled. Now, Bunny Rabbit, put the soup on the fire. And Buddy put the soup on the fire. The fire went and so did Scruffy Varmint. I'll teach you, he had howled. I will have soup. Bunny Rabbit soup. Oh, I know just the bunny to use, the bunny rabbit who never listens. And Buddy listened. I just love that picture. He also hopped very, very, very fast, faster than he'd ever hopped in his life. And he whizzed up the road and past the vegetable stand and into the safety of his house. And a little later, when Buddy's parents asked him to bring a pen and a slice of bread, Buddy listened. That is called Listen, Buddy. But I think we can kind of understand. I mean, Buddy was, reading a book or watching TV or, well, sometimes he just wasn't paying attention. So that is a very sweet book, all about listening or not listening. All right, well, I wonder if you can listen to the instructions for a silly dance contest. Because we did not do the silly dance contest last week. And we have to listen or we freeze.
Now this is called the silly dance contest, where the silliest dancer is always the best.
Ready?
You just dance, dance, dance as silly as you please, and when the music stops, then you freeze.
You have to listen for it.
Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Hold that freeze as quiet as you can. And get ready for the silly dance contest round 2. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Freeze. Like a statue. Now if you look silly, you're doing great.
Thank goodness. I always look silly.
And this time we're going to jump up and down as high as we can.
Yay!
Jump as high as you want to, jump as high as you please. Jump as high as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Stay frozen. Some people freeze with a silly face. And this time, let's dance as fast as we can. Dance fast you want to, dance fast you please. Dance fast you want to, but stop when I say freeze. I told you that was fast. But now here's the hard one. Dancing in slow motion. Dance as slow as you want to. Dance as slow as you please. Take a partner. Dance as slow as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. One final round of the silly dance contest. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. And it ends with your arms stretched way up high in the air. And when the music gets lower, everybody shrinks a little lower. And then lower. And lower. And lower. And all the way down.
Wonderful. Well, I am warming up. I think the silly dance contest helped me to warm up. Well, I have another something that I put on my ears. And I bet you know what these are. I think these are amazing. There's a little button on the side, and I can turn the button on, and it talks to my phone or to my iPad, and when I wear these, music goes straight into my ears, and I can hear amazing music. In fact, before we get on live on a Saturday morning, I listen to our songs and I practice. And I practice like this. I think they're incredible. And there are any wires. I do have some with a wire. These are really comfortable too. Sometimes I wear these and I can plug them in. And that can be nice too, but sometimes I just think it's incredible that I could wear headphones without any wires. So that's pretty cool. Music or a podcast straight into my ears. Last week when we were learning and talking about and reading about our eyes, we ended with a book about a little girl who needed glasses. And I wear glasses. I need glasses. It helps me to see. You may know people who need help hearing. And so this is a really precious book called Lori. And Lori needs not glasses, but you might know what she needs to help with her hearing. I'm Lori. I would love to be like all other children, but I'm not. I don't hear well. What did you say? I often have to ask. And my friends have to repeat everything. Are you deaf? They yell sometimes. And then I feel sad. Lori can't hear, Lori can't hear, they sing now and then. It's not my fault now, is it? Can you look at me when you speak? I often have to ask. That way I can hear better. And then I can read your lips too. But not everyone is comfortable looking at me. Some people are afraid because they don't understand what's going on. But it's me who doesn't understand. Why are they scared? Not hearing well can be dangerous too. In the street, for instance, when a car approaches, I don't always hear it. Toot! The driver gives me an angry look. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I just can't hear well. In the playground, I often play alone. The other children, they don't like me. They don't have any trouble with their hearing, and it annoys them when I don't understand them. So it feels like we're fighting, and I feel like I don't belong. My dog, Leica, does understand me. He knows I don't hear well, and he doesn't mind. He always looks at me, and he's not afraid. And when he wants to say something, he pushes his head against my leg. Lake and I are best friends, and I understand him very well. Mom and I are at the doctor's. and a special ear doctor examines my ears. I have to put on a headphone and listen to different sounds. Toot, toot, peep, peep. And he also looks into my ears with a little light. Good girl, he says. I'm very proud. You see, my ears look fine. They just don't work the way they should. The doctor gives me little hearing computers. Hearing aids, my mother corrects me. You hardly see them, and they hang behind my ears. And in my ears is a little piece of plastic. And now I can hear like all the other children. I have to get used to all the noise. I even miss the silence a bit. So she calls them her little hearing computers. And do you see the bit that wraps around the outside of the ear? And then there's a bit that goes inside the ear. And look at that big smile. I can hear the cars approach now, and I understand my friends much better. I can play with them. We don't argue anymore. And if we do, it's not about that. Leica sometimes barks, and I can hear him approach. It's all new for me. My computer friends can do very special things, and I can adjust them with a little push of a button. At home in my room, I turn down the volume. A bit of silence comforts me. In class, I turn them up so I can hear my teacher. I can understand her without any problem. When I'm at a party, I turn them down again. I still don't like all that noise. Sometimes I just turn them off because I miss the silence of before. Sometimes my friends are jealous of me because of my computer friends. I can choose whether I want to hear noise or not. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. I'm not just Lori anymore. I'm lucky. I have my computer friends to hear with and my other friends to play with. Now I feel like I belong. And that is the story of Lori, Lucky Lori. And I think that's just a beautiful book because sometimes we need help so that we can see better. I need help so I can see better. And sometimes we need help so that we can hear better. And I think that's a beautiful story of Lori. We are over time, but I have to say that I have had such a wonderful time. I can't hear you very well. I can hear wonderful music. And I really love when I hear from you. So thank you for being great listeners. I love Saturday morning story time. Last week, I shared with you one of my new favorite songs, The Alphabet. So today, if you want to stay around, if you want to stick around and listen to The Alphabet, I'm going to play it. You can sing along. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V,
W, X, Y, Z. That's the alphabet. Come on, sing it with me. Well, the alphabet has all the letters you need, so you can understand all the books you read. Everybody knows it, near and far. And now you got to learn it. It's not that hard. It's the alphabet. Come on, sing it with me. Here's how it goes now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's the alphabet. Come on and sing it with me.
I'm going to leave it just 1 second.
No,
we got to do this
turn.
bit. We can do it.
What's going to happen here is I'm going to say A, and then you're going to keep on singing the alphabet. That's not that hard.
I practiced.
You got to know what you're doing. Thing is, there's only 26 letters, and you got to learn it sometime. So now's a really good time for you to learn the alphabet.
Here we go.
You just keep playing this song over and over and over and over again until you get it. Your turn. A,
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
That's the alphabet.
That's the alphabet. Thanks for listening.
Come on, sing it with me.
See you next
now,
week.
one more time with feeling.